You know, there is nothing like when the realization of God working in your life, you know, or the realization of just knowledge and wisdom that, yes, through the mistakes and the pain and the wish I would have known, should have known, was told, was raised right, all those were lessons to make you stronger, to help you be there for someone else, to help guide them, you know, to show God's light within ourselves, because we are from God. We're a piece of Him, just a little piece, and it takes so many of us to make that big spark. And we see it. We see it when the communities and the nation has to come together. We see it then, you know, and we're starting to see with the social media now, thank goodness, that it does happen. But let's lead by light, by God's light, and make the choice to do the work. Nothing but talk. I wanted to say I'm this and that, but there's work that has to be done inside me. I am a good person. My intentions are always well-meaning, but sometimes it's not delivered that way, and that Justin Timberlake and Madonna song, you know what I'm saying? You see, good intentions are a pathway to hell. And I sure don't want to try to go there. Or not even try to go there. I don't even go there. I'm trying not to go there. But, so I just wanted to bring that, the communication when you have with God and going on that faith. I'm telling you what, when I was a child, I used to question it. I'm like, is God real? Is He listening? Am I talking to Him? And my dad, not knowing any better, from a southern back, raising, he said, don't question God. And I started thinking about that, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years old. And I said, you know what? Why, why would I not question God? He's my Father. And if I have questions, that's where I need to go. And then I had to figure out, well, how am I going to hear Him? Ask Him to speak a little louder. And sometimes, guess what? He's knocked and He spoke and He's answered 6, 7 times. And I'll tell you about those stories, one day. But, you'll hear Him. And the communication with God that you have, that faith that you go on when you make that decision that God is real. I can talk to Him like my best friend, like I'm talking to you right now. Okay? Just straight up. To your vulnerable points. Be real with God. That's what He wants. He wants that relationship with you. He's your best friend, the ultimate friend. He's unconditional love all the time, no matter what. No matter what. And when you ask for His help and His hand, and you go by faith, knowing that He said He'd be there for you. Whoever knocks on the door, there will be an answer. Knock. Knock. He's waiting on you. He's waiting on you. But anyway, sorry. Have that communication with God. But I was thinking about it today, and it struck me listening to a beautiful song. Only God knows. Only God knows the real you. Only God knows what they say about you. Only God only knows. You need to listen to that song, and it hit me. You know what? I'm so proud of that young child saying, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to go on faith. That it's not voices in my head and I'm not making it up to make myself feel validation or whatever. And I'm telling you what, if you really listen to God, there's times He says what you don't want to hear. Okay? So anyways, I am at 44 now. and went through some trying times, and only God got me through it. And I'm so thankful for my parents leading me to God, but that I took that step of faith. It's just a beautiful thing when you see God's work in your life and what kind of human being that you become, even through the shittiest things that you have done or have had happen to you. There's always a great lesson to be learned, and always take the good and leave the bad, and learn from the bad. Learn what you don't want to deal with. Learn your expectations, and make sure that you put yourself and your peace and your happiness first. Even if you have children and things like that, there's a difference between self-love and self-care and selfishness. And sometimes we end up making the selfish mistake, and we didn't mean it to be selfish, but we see it later it was. But anyways, that's where faith and prayer, and you ask God, take me where I need to be, where you want me to be. Lead me, guide me. And you will be surprised of the people who will say, I asked God for someone to talk, I asked for you. I asked for a connection, someone I can relate to here on earth, And you learn from each other, and you worship together. Because what does it say? It takes two to worship. Two. No church, no nothing. You can worship in kitchens. You can worship in the bathroom. You can worship wherever the heck you need to. God is everywhere and always with you, and always wants to listen and talk to you. He created you. Why would he not? And he's your father. And a daggone awesome one at that. Thanks, guys. Love you. I hope you took something out of it. If anything, I hope that you'll start to honestly have that communication with God. Open that step of faith. Know from someone who took it that even though you don't see that step there, it's there.